Into your energy and financial playbook for the week of March 23rd to the 29th, 2026. We're going to break down what the source material has to say day by day so you know exactly what's coming and how to play the cards you're dealt.
And right off the bat, the source doesn't pull any punches. It just comes right out and says this week is going to be tough. That really sets the tone, doesn't it? It means we have to be smart and strategic. So what's making it so challenging? Let's look at the core energies at play. So we're looking at 3 major themes that are going to be running in the background all week. First, there's this sense of chaotic movement. Second, a huge pull towards deep introspection. So yeah, don't be shocked if some old stuff comes bubbling up to the surface. And third, this potential for feelings of guilt to pop up, which might even be coming from other people. It's a tricky mix, for sure. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Even with that chaotic backdrop, the first part of the week, so Monday through Wednesday, actually has some really specific windows of opportunity. And you'll want to pay close attention, especially when it comes to your finances. So Monday kicks things off with this wave of super high sensitivity. You might feel everything just a little more intensely, which, could mean some mood swings. But what's interesting is there's also this pull to look into your family history, right alongside this powerful urge to just move forward. It's a real balancing act between your past and your future.
Okay, now this is really important. Let's talk money for Monday. The source is crystal clear here. This is a fantastic day for buying or selling just about anything. Your chances for success in any transaction are really high. The trick is to ride that move forward energy and not let the emotional ups and downs lead you into making any rash decisions.
Tuesday brings a really nice shift in energy. Things feel way more grounded, much more practical. It's the kind of day where you just want to get to the bottom of things, to focus on what's real and what works. And it's flagged as an amazing day to spend some time on your hobbies.
And here's where it all clicks together beautifully. If you have a hobby where you create things, maybe it's art, maybe it's writing, whatever it is, Tuesday is your day to sell. It's the perfect energy to turn that passion into a little profit. Just a little heads up, try not to get so caught up in analyzing every tiny detail that you miss the bigger financial picture.
And then we get to Wednesday, and the energy shifts again. The source gives us a heads up that the ego might be making a guest appearance. This can show up as just a total lack of motivation. You might feel stuck with zero desire to do or create anything. It's a day where that feeling of inertia can really set in. So Wednesday is kind of a paradox. Even though you might not feel like doing much, that window of opportunity to make money from your hobbies is still open from Tuesday. But, and this is a really big but, the source gives a very direct warning to be careful with your money. There's a real risk of some kind of financial disruption, so you're going to want to be cautious. Okay, and that brings us to the back half of the week where the energy gets a lot more draining. From Thursday through Saturday, the main theme really shifts from looking for opportunities to just being cautious. It's less about making big moves and more about protecting your energy and your bank account. Thursday's energy is described as donor energy. You might feel like you're an emotional ATM, with everyone making withdrawals and leaving you feeling totally drained. This can make you extra sensitive and easily offended. And as a result, you might find yourself slipping into this tit-for-tat mindset, where you're not willing to do anything for anyone unless you get something in return. So for Thursday, financially speaking, this isn't a day about making gains. It's a day for playing defense. That transactional, what's in it for me attitude can be really damaging if you're in any kind of financial negotiation or partnership. The real win on Thursday is just protecting what you have, both financially and emotionally. Friday is basically a continuation of that trend. We've got more of that draining energy, a dash of egoism, and the result is, a general feeling of laziness. The source says there's going to be very little desire to take care of other people. The focus is going to be almost completely on yourself. The interesting thing about Friday is you'll probably have this strong desire to make money, but without actually wanting to put in any of the work. It's that win the lottery kind of feeling. But the source is pretty quick to say that no major financial shifts are likely, so the key takeaway here is to just keep your expectations realistic. By the time we hit Saturday, the main feeling is just going to be this powerful need to escape. You'll probably want to retreat, hide out from the world, and just be alone. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It ties back to that week-long theme of introspection, and the source suggests that in that quiet space, your intuition could get incredibly sharp. Okay, now listen up, because this is probably the single most important financial warning of the whole week.
While your intuition might be firing on all cylinders, which is great for long-term thinking, the immediate danger is serious overspending. That urge to escape can easily turn into retail therapy or big impulsive purchases. You have to be super, super careful with your money on Saturday.
And that leads us to the final day of the week, Sunday the 29th. The source material basically presents this as the grand finale of all the week's challenging energy, a day that comes with its own very specific survival guide. Honestly, I think this quote from the source material says it all. This isn't just a hard day. It sounds like a day with some serious emotional weight. That kind of reaction tells us we should probably take the advice for Sunday very, very seriously. And the survival guide itself is just brilliantly simple. Find a sofa, lie down, and do not move. Seriously, the energy is so heavy that the source says nothing new is going to get off the ground anyway. Expect to feel pressured, overwhelmed, maybe even a little sorry for yourself. The absolute best thing you can do for yourself is to just rest. Don't start anything new. Whew, okay, so after all of that, what's the big takeaway here? Let's boil this all down into a clear, simple game plan for the week. This really lays it out perfectly. Look at the week in 3 stages. Monday and Tuesday, those are your green lights for money moves. Buying, selling, turning that hobby into cash. Wednesday is a yellow light. There's opportunity, but there's also risk. And then from Thursday on, it's pretty much a red light. The focus flips completely to defense. Protect your energy, keep expectations in check, watch out for that overspending trap on Saturday, and on Sunday, just unplug. So if you take one thing away from this, it's this. The week has a very clear rhythm. This forecast isn't just about what to watch out for. It's a roadmap. It's telling you exactly when it's a good time to hit the gas on your financial goals and, just as important, when to hit the brakes. Protect what you've got and just rest. So